Good afternoon or morning or evening or whatever, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'm ItsKim. If you haven't seen me before, I commentate on pop culture. I just basically talk about things that interest me. You may have seen me on Popcorn Planet or around the internet, but this is where I live. This is my home. And these are my streams where I hang out with my community, my space angels, and anybody who wants to come and be a part of it. And I just talk about some stories that I really care about, and we try to have some fun with it. So yeah, that's it. I just saw. Thank you for the gifted memberships right off the bat from General Scott. That is so kind of you. I also I gave a few memberships before the stream started. I really value my community. I really value this membership, and I have a lot of plans for what I want to do for stuff behind the scenes with membership. And I would love to have as many of you here and join and stay here, because I really do love this, and I hope you all feel the love. So if you are a member, if you just became a member, if you're interested in becoming a member, just know that there is a whole playlist in my channel. It's called Space Angels Only, and it's all exclusive content just for you guys. So if you're interested, please feel free to take a look at that. And if you want a membership and you don't have one, and you can't afford to get one, which is fine. I've been in that place. I know what that's like. You need to make sure that you have allowed for gifts for yourself. So there's a setting you have to enable. So if you want a membership, unfortunately, I can't do that for you. You got to do that for yourself. So please consider doing that if that's something you want. Okay. Also, thank you, Shauna, for gifting as well. That's very kind of you again. We actually just got back from a members only stream where I got ready. I did my makeup, which I know sounds probably very boring, but we had a lot of fun. I think we had a good time. And I'm sure everybody laughed at me. I had to do some of my makeup, and I literally did it. Are we back? Are you guys seeing that, or is it just me? What's going on? Okay. Are we back? Not sure what's going on. Are we good?
I think so.
Okay. I am plugged in to a secure connection, so this shouldn't continue. Hopefully we're okay. Are we better now? You guys let me know. I think we're good. I'm sorry about that, guys. I am hoping nothing goes wrong, because I have people right now working on my roof. I'm just hoping nothing gets wrecked. Everything's okay. Okay. So a few things I want to talk about today. The first is, based on the title of the stream, I want to talk about Britney Spears and the rumors of her potentially sitting down with Oprah regarding a tell-all interview in this book. I've got an article I want to read through with you guys, and then I'd love to have a discussion with you guys about what you think of this, because I have opinions. And then we have some funnies. And then we have, courtesy of producer sister, we always do kind of something silly, and today's is silly. And then I'm also, at the end of that, I'm going to be putting out a few polls, because I've been saving the tips you guys have been sending me through my PayPal to get a chair set up for my dog Lacey to be closer to me while I'm on stream. Lacey is my service animal. She sits me with my trauma disorder, and it's easier for her to do her job if she's closer to me. She is always in the room with me, like 99% of the time. She is currently in the room with me, and I just would love to have her closer. So that's been the goal, and we are at that point that we can afford to do that now. I have picked out the items, but I want your guys' help picking out the colors. And I will do my best to rearrange this so that hopefully she is in shot. But ultimately, what's the most important thing is that she is close to me so that she can do her job, and we will try to get everything else to work accordingly. So again, thank you very much for all of your generosity for that, and we're moving forward with that, so that's good. So that's also happening. And I'm just going to double check one other thing. Are we still monetized, or am I offensive? We are monetized! Oh my gosh! Y'all, we made it! The last Okay. Are we working? Oh my goodness. Are we working? Please, please, please tell me we're working. And I am so sorry to everyone who has been waiting. I apologize profusely. I'm so, so, so sorry. Been having some issues with my computers, and I'm doing my best to deal with them and fix them to the best of my ability, but it is not making it easy on me. And some days it just decides it's gonna just die, which I don't appreciate. So I apologize for the moments of nothing that have been here. Um, but yeah, I think we're all here. So thank you so much for being here. I do apologize. I'm sorry. Um, okay. All right. Before we get into the main story, I did want to let you guys know about a few things. The first is that, yeah, here's our main story. So I'm just going to take that down for a minute. I have to reload everything again because it wipes everything when you have to go back in, which is annoying. Okay, I think we're good to go now. My apologies. We are professionals. All right. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to mention is I'm sure some of you are surprised that I am not speaking about a certain person with a ukulele. And I am too, because that's what I was planning on doing today, because we are currently awaiting a live stream, a new documentary part from a YouTuber that I very much like called Swoop. And she is putting out part 3 of an expose on this topic. Are we buffering again? Oh my goodness. So annoyed right now. So annoyed right now. I am so sorry, guys. I am so, so sorry. Okay. Breathing. Breathing. Okay. Yes, so Swoop is coming out with this part 3 of the documentary series. And Swoop has said through her social media that she is not well, that she has fibromyalgia, as well as some mental health stuff, and that it's been very, very bad. And then she posted a message on her Instagram on Saturday asking for people to pray for her family. The documentary will be coming out on Tuesday. I don't know what's going on for her right now. So I knew I was obviously going to have to change directions of what I was doing that came to this, because this stuff wouldn't be. But if any of you guys are a fan of hers and you feel so inclined, you know, I'm keeping her in my prayers. I hope she's doing okay. And, you know, we're just going to, we will wait for it to come out. And are we buffering again? I cannot. I cannot. Okay. Okay. So hopefully we will have that information soon, and I will be giving my thoughts on that, and hopefully she's going to be okay. And I also wanted to mention that in the description of this video, I have a link to the New York Times. They put out an article of different organizations that you can support to help out people in Hawaii right now. Because what is happening right now in Hawaii is absolutely horrific, and my heart goes out to them. And I wish there was something more that I could do, but we can't forget about them. We can't forget about people in Hawaii. And to anyone who is potentially affected by this, you know, my heart goes out to you. And I just wanted to let that be a thing, and let you guys know that. So I will be looking into those today as well. Alrighty, so our main story. Let's get through this before the internet cuts me off again. I'm very sorry. So Britney considering a tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey ahead of memoir release. I think the key word here is considering. Considering is key. So Britney Spears might hit television screens before her memoir lands on bookshelves this fall. Time is clicking. Time is ticking for the Princess of Pop to decide whether she would like to sit down for a tell-all interview before The Woman in Me, her book, releases on Tuesday, October 24th. Spears has allegedly been offered significant financial sums from big networks, as well as a rumored invitation from Oprah Winfrey for a bombshell interview, though she reportedly only has 4 weeks left to decide, a source spilled to the news publication on Sunday, August 13th. Now, this is the important part right here, because I'm seeing people be like, she is doing the Oprah interview. She is going to take her. That's not confirmed, guys. That's not confirmed. And I mean, honestly, are you really surprised that Oprah's throwing her hat into this ring? It would be kind of stupid for her not to. You know what I mean? So I'm not putting a huge amount of weight on Oprah potentially doing this. She is just a contender. This would be Winfrey's second interview plea for Spears, who declined her request in November of 2021, as she was still coming to terms with independent life and mentally processing her freedom after being released from a 13-year abusive conservatorship, the insider explained. And while she might be in a different place nearly 2 years later, a second source insisted that it still may be too soon for Spears to agree to a tell-all interview. The proposal remains complicated for Britney, who continues to face challenges speaking to strangers at length about intimate aspects of her life, the insider admitted, noting the trauma didn't go away overnight because the conservatorship ended. And that, I think, is super, super important right there. That sentence, I wish I could just, like, have floating around me constantly. Speaking of which, I need to put my ticker up. That this includes speculation. This is going to be speculation. There's going to be some of that for me. I think this is going to be hard for her to do this. So wherever she goes, I think she's going to need to talk to somebody who's going to allow her to maybe not necessarily be at the top of her game when she does this interview, and they're not going to take advantage of that and make her look like a joke. Because we have seen, unfortunately, a number of sit-down interviews with different interviewers where they've really capitalized on her crying or being upset, and they've specifically talked to her about things that they know are going to make her emotional. And I'm not here for it. I don't like that. I'm not in, ew. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm not in support of it. So I'm hoping that we find the right person to do this. The article continued, some days can be extremely testing, and conversations can trigger her to behave unusually or even erratically, the source pointed out, as of Spears, whose bizarre Instagram videos constantly concerns fans. I mean, some fans, the rest of us are fine. We're good. I don't think a lot of us are all up at night, but okay. I just saw in the comments. Hi, Steph. Hey, girl. If you guys are not subscribed to Steph the Alter Nerd, please consider doing so. Steph is a commentator. She talks a lot about royal news and other things that she cares about, and she is amazing. Would one of my mods be able to share her link in the chat? There's also her link actually in my description below. Her link is in all of my descriptions. But yeah, help her get to her next subscriber milestone, because she deserves it and she works super hard. And if it was not for Steph the Alter Nerd, I likely would not be here. So much love to Steph. If you guys want to flood the chat with hearts and stuff, it's good to see her. Hi. Okay. So continuing with the article. Oh yeah, the bizarre Instagram videos that constantly concerns fans. Can I please just mention here that when it comes to Britney and her Instagram posts, that I am laughing my head off right now at the press that is surrounding the last Instagram video she put up. Apparently Britney ordered a pole and she was dancing, which everyone is acting like she's never done that before. And I'm like, did y'all forget Give Me More exists? And no, not only Give Me More exists, but she also did that. Pardon?
In Onyx?
Um, Not in Onyx, but she did perform on the circus tour.
Yeah.
With it as well. So like this is not new. I know it's maybe the first time she's had one in her house and she's having fun with it. Good for her. Why is this a big deal? Anyway, okay, so certainly putting a TV lens on her could be problematic, and it means that a proper news style interview is out of the question. The confidant continued. However, a more feature style interview allowing her and the team to have control is an option. The source detailed a move like that to work with a production company or someone like Oprah would be her strongest play, but the reality is managing Britney's mental health and well being in the process. The decision is down to Britney about whether she feels she's ready to talk on camera and address the subjects in the book, talking about everything from her parents' control to her relationship with Justin Timberlake, motherhood and divorce from Kevin Federline, and her spiral into mental issue, and conservatorship. The insider concluded regarding what Spears will spill once in the public has sorry. The insider concluded regarding what Britney Spears will spill once the public finally has their hands on her highly anticipated memoir. Yeah, pretty much. So basically, right now, for a whole bunch of talking. Oh, yes, Linda, you are absolutely right. Sorry, I just saw your comment from the side and my ADHD just went off. Yes, Britney was on a poll with Riri for a remix that they did. This has happened many times. I'm not surprised. There's no whatever. Who cares? Also, just saw Steph that you rejoined membership. For the record, I know you were like actually like the first person to sign up, so thank you so much for your love and your support as always. Also, and thank you, Project Mental Music. You guys are lovely. Thank you so much. Also, I'm pretty sure while we were off, did you put the super sticker? There we go. Yeah, Brandon also joined. Joined back, yeah. Thank you. As well as Shauna, your $50 super sticker. Thank you so much for your support. As always, you are amazing. And Scott did 5 more memberships. My goodness. Thank you very, very much. It's very kind of you. It's fine. It's fine, Steph. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, like, Google Pay can be kind of silly. It can be really annoying. But anyway. I guess my question to you guys is... Sorry? Oh, Shauna did 5 more too? My goodness. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. That's wonderful. And I'm sorry for the glitching and everything that's happened through the stream. I'm hoping things are better. My chimney is getting worked on. And I would not be surprised if certain things got hit or if my laptop's just being silly. So, knock on wood. I guess my whole thing is, when we talk about this interview, I would much rather not have Oprah do it. I think Oprah's done some good stuff, and I think she's also done some things that I find to be disgusting. And particularly how she has reported on Michael Jackson, I have issues with. But those are my opinions, and they're just that. They are opinions. And ultimately, I want Britney to be comfortable. I want her to be happy. I want her to be safe. My first pick for someone to interview her is Drew Barrymore. And we've talked about this before a few times, that Britney adores Drew, really, really looks up to her. But Drew has also had a very unique life as well, with child stardom, difficulties with her family, and trauma that she has experienced. And I don't think Drew would put her in a position where she would want her to be embarrassed. She would want her to be comfortable and to talk about what she was comfortable with talking about. And that's the way that it should be. So my hope is that it's going to be Drew. That is my please. If not, the other one that I think could be very interesting, and some of you guys might laugh at me, but stay with me on this, is Mario Lopez. I think we are at a very unique time right now where a lot of people that we normally would have been like, Oh, they're going to do a tell-all interview? Call Barbara Walters. That's not going to happen. Call Diane Sawyer. Well, we did that. That went great. When Britney was interviewed by Diane Sawyer, that was amazing. Matt Lauer? Yeah, that's not happening. We're in this place where a lot of people a lot of people that we would have considered to be at the top of the list of who's going to do a tell-all interview for someone of Britney Spears' level of fame, a lot of them are no longer doing these types of interviews, or there have been issues with them in the past that they're just not. So I think we're at a point now where we're going to have to start seeing new people come forward. We're going to need some new Diane Sawyers, some new Barbara Walters, some new, people that can handle that. And when we talk about Mario Lopez, Mario has been doing so much more in hosting. He's doing a lot with Access Hollywood right now. He has done interviews in the past. He's actually interviewed Sam previously as well, and Britney. And I think something like this would be potentially a career-changing, life-changing opportunity for him. And they go back so far, I can see him being careful with this and being respectful to Britney. And it would potentially boost him into a different level. And I think that could be really good. So I understand why it would be it could sound silly, but does that make sense to you guys? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think potentially he could be good. He could be good. But I want to know from you guys in the chat, who would you like to see potentially do this interview? Because I would love to see it. I don't think we're going to see YouTubers doing it, just realistically. And I know some of you guys are like, Kim should do it. And I'm like, I know. But seriously, guys, I don't know if I'd be prepared for that. I mean, I'd have a lot of questions. But it's also the reality that whoever interviews her, people are going to have problems with them. People are going to have problems with questions that she's asked. There's no way there's no one who's going to make the whole Britney army happy. It's a lot to take on. So yeah, I'm seeing more people saying Drew. Yeah, I did think about Kelly Clarkson, Brandon. I did think about Kelly Clarkson. Because again, like, they don't have the same background. Kelly was not a child star. But Kelly has absolutely had conflict with family. And understood what it was like to be catapulted into superstardom very quickly. And I don't think she would want Britney to be uncomfortable either. However, in the past, Britney has called out Kelly for a comment that she made about her in an Instagram post, and I believe Kelly actually apologized. But I don't know if that would be something that she would be comfortable with. So yeah, I'm just taking a look. Elaine, can you not hear me? Or are we saying Elaine should do the interview? No. Denise! What, if anything, did you learn during the conservatorship? Oh my goodness, actually, yeah. Angela, that is not a terrible idea. I kind of love that. I love that, because I think she would be very, very kind. Never mind, it was my inner thing. I'm like, not again. No. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think my understanding, I don't know how to say your name, and I'm so sorry. But yes, she does have the book coming, but I have the feeling that this is going to be about promo for the book. So they'll use this probably as like a primetime interview thing to further promote the release of the book and allow Britney to kind of prime the public of what's coming. would be my guess. Linda just says, I would watch that for sure, but I think Paris would be too shy in that format. But for her and Drew both attending the wedding are in the same circle. Exactly. Exactly. I think Drew is the duh. Drew is the duh. But we will see. We will see. Okay. So that's basically what we know so far. I'm going to let you guys know when I actually hear something more concrete. I'm hoping we will hear soon, and she is going to have to make up her mind. But my guess would be she's probably going to take her time making up her mind. We can't really rush Britney right now with everything that's going on. So this has been a lot for her. It's been a lot. I do just want to say thank you so much to everybody who is here. I am seeing our count at 139 right now, which is absolutely insane. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to lovingly ask that if you are not subscribed, please consider. Please consider. I do this often. It's fun. I like to be here. I like to do these streams. I'd love to have you be a part of it. Membership is also an option if you are interested in it too. I want to do this more, and subscription numbers definitely help. Likes definitely help. All those things help me out a lot. And I'm assuming if you're here, you're somewhat enjoying yourself. So much love to everybody who has. I appreciate it. Now we're going to move into the funnies. We've done the story. I'm not going to go too much more into news stuff today because I am guessing I may be back on Wednesday to talk about Swoop, if that is the case. But we will see. We will see. There's also a documentary coming out on Wednesday about Depp v. Heard. and I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this. For those of you that don't know, I did a lot of work helping out over on Popcorn Planet while covering the trial. I studied that trial and know a good amount about it, and as such, I've been in a few of these documentaries so far. Very briefly, but I have been in them. And I just find it very interesting that when we were doing all this coverage, when we were reporting in real time, doing all this work, I felt like we were getting some pushback from the media saying that maybe we were talking about it too much, that internet journalism was stupid or whatever. And here we are more than a year out, and we're watching big media companies attempt to squeeze more views, more revenue out of this, and taking YouTubers' content to do so. Whereas if I play even a clip of their content, I can lose my channel. Johnny wants to move on. Amber wants to move on. We all want to move on. This is ridiculous. That's my opinion on that. I hope that makes sense. Like, it's just, if any of you guys feel that way, it's just kind of silly. It's so ridiculous. Yep, thank you, Linda. Thank you. Just, you were with me the whole time, girl. We went into war together. Yeah, so, yeah, not watching that pile of doo-doo. I mean, it's likely just going, whatever. Whatever. I just, honestly, I don't even know. I feel like the spirit of Mariah Carey just, like, enters me when I talk about this, of just oh, really? That sucks type vibe. I'm just like, oh, okay. I thought she rapped or whatever. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so let's do some funnies. These are courtesy of producer sister. In the past, we have done things like Am I the A-hole? We've looked at funny design fails. We've looked at funny Amazon reviews, all these types of things. And so producer sister looks for funny things for us to react to have fun with. And this was one that she found. After this, we're going to go through a few things of picking out the stuff for Lacey. So I thought this would be And she thought that this would be a really fun thing for us to do. Not as much of discussion, but could be a lot of fun and very silly. So I am here for it. I am excited. And the link to the original material is in the description as well. So let's go. Okay. But yes, Linda, 100%. Why are you so obsessed with me? All right, haircuts. Or again. Oh, okay. Can you guys see me? I'm so sorry about that, guys. I don't know what is going on. Yeah. I like that, Billy Cat. Roof gremlins. All right. My earbud's falling out. Okay, let's keep going. Let's go. Let's do this. Sorry, I'm trying to get the comment down. There we go. There we go. We're good. My dog got a haircut yesterday. Someone please tell me why he now looks like an emo goth teenager. Tells his mom, it's not just a phase. It's not a phase! It's not a phase! Before this stream, I did a members only where I put my makeup on because I had some requests to do like a get ready with me video. And I talked about my favorite eyeliners and fully was like, I do my eyeliner because this is how I did my eyeliner. It's not just a phase, Mom. It's not a phase. It's not a phase. The comments, he really needs to focus on his art right now, Mom. Flock of seagulls rocked my world. But really though, like, I mean, you just shaved him down and you left that. He looks like the frontman from AFI. I'm waiting for, like, I don't know if I can even say the name of the song, but it was popular, and I can't even describe the video because I think it referenced, like, a dictator, this is name I can't say, but I hope you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that song. Yeah, I feel like I'm looking at a dog version of that. Whoa. What is that? Why did they do that? It's a little poodle. Why? It's a little bear. That's not. Lacey's looking at me like, what? Lace, do you want to come see this? Do you want to see the walking cotton ball? I don't even know. Okay, come here, honey. Nice of you. All right, come here. Yeah. This is how a poodle looks when they're groomed properly. I mean, there's many different grooms for a poodle in all fairness, but this is not it. This is not it. He has the legs of a badly animated cartoon dog. I can almost hear the goofy sound effects as he sneakily skitters across the floor into the next room. His expression says it all, and when you make an art animal out of cotton balls and pipe cleaners, 100%. Lewis, I cannot! She's like, what is even happening? Like, why? I don't know. I don't know. Apparently they need to go see our groomer. Gosh. Which, hi, if you're watching, by the way. Let's keep going. He looks like he's ready to teach them kung fu. He looks like Gandalf. He's Gandalf the Grey. We need some purple shampoo. Then he can be Gandalf the White. ZZ Pup. That's what I was thinking. That sharp-dressed man needs some cheap sunglasses. I was looking, it kind of looks a bit like Duck Dynasty. Yay! Yeah, somebody says that he rides a Harley and the next guy, Gandalf dog. You shall not leave! Yes! Yes! Okay, I feel better now. I feel better. I do. I feel better. I was told to save whatever I could and that they wanted clean face feet. What? I mean, you know what's killing me is that I kind of believe this groomer, because if you look, like, if the groomer's saying, like, I was told to save whatever I could, if you look at, like, the legs and you look at the body and then you look at the other picture, you can tell how there was, like, the yellowing and everything. Like, they used good products. They used proper equipment. They did what they were asked to do. They understood the assignment, but the assignment was stupid. Looks like this dog has gone back to the 70s with an afro and fabulous furry boots. Needs a fringe suede vest to complete the look. Boots with the fur. With the fur! The whole club was looking at her. She hit the floor. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for this dog. And you can tell, like, dog's not impressed. Dog's not happy. Dog's not happy. We're saying it looks like Cruella de Vil. Yeah. Not wrong. Chico the rock star before and after. That's not terrible-ish. I mean, I get the mohawk is a choice. That would drive my dogs crazy if I did that. But okay. So handsome and happy, I think the groomer should only allow the dog to leave with a haircut that makes them look happy, not ashamed. Now I'm picturing the groomer trying to do an evaluation for him with the dog before it could leave. So is that 2 woofs? Oh, I see. 3 woofs and a small fart? Glad to hear it, sir. I am being told to check my chat. I'm going over here. I can see Nerd Report. Lewis, like, for real, though. Oh my gosh. I can't. I'm guessing other things happened in this chat. Let me see here. It's not giving me the options I want. Okay, I'm seeing 5 gifted memberships from Nerd Report. Thank you so much, Lewis. It's very kind of you. Thank you. And then Shauna, who gifted another 10 memberships. Thank you so much. Very kind of you. My goodness. What are we up to right now with memberships? 47 gifted memberships today. That's why I said at the beginning of this stream, if you want a membership, you got to make sure it's enabled. Allow gifts. I can't do it for you, but people gift war in this place, which is incredibly, incredibly kind and supportive. And thank you so much. But I want to make sure that people that want to take part in it can. So thank you very, very, very much, guys. Okay, let's keep going. Just double checking here. We got some more to go through. Okay. I don't hate this one, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't hate this haircut. It's silly. It's silly, and I think it would drive my dogs nuts, and I don't think I'd ever do it, but you know what I mean. So Cooper got a haircut today, and I refuse to believe that this is the same dog I had yesterday. I mean, they have the same snoot. You gotta look at the nose. But my goodness, did that dog get cut down? Wow. Sue just said, yeah, this is an old groomer trick. They swap the dogs around. The other owner will have asked for fur extensions. Oh my goodness. He looks happy and ready to do some zoomies. And he may be. He may be. I don't know. That's just really, really short. All right. Is it me, or does she look like Sid's granny? Oh, from like Ice Age? Yes, she does. Yes, she does. What? I actually. You know what's driving me crazy too is I understand sometimes you have to shave down the dog, depending on matting or other issues, right? Like that just happens. But the dog in the first picture looks like they're very well cared for, and the hair is very silky. It does not look matted at all. And it looks like, like the ponytail and everything looks good. Why? Like, why? Also, like, it's pulled so tight, it's horrible. It's horrible. There's no. Chris Barber, exactly, went from a Shih Tzu to a Chihuahua. Yep. I feel like that is the equivalent of Weird Barbie. I don't know what I'm looking at right now, guys. I can't. Steve Robert, this is why you don't let 4-year-olds cut a dog's hair off. Yep. Fire the groomer. Yep. Have you seen my... I don't know what's bleeped there.
3-letter starts with an L.
Hmm? Oh, okay. It's a... Have you seen my blank is in regards to a substance of some kind. No, but have you seen the dragons in the kitchen? She has.
Shauna got it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure she'll want to talk to the manager about this haircut. Oh my gosh, stop! If you are a groomer and you make any of my dogs look like a Karen, you are dead to me. Dead to me. It's over. It is over. If this is a one-eyed dog, they did a great job. Yeah, exactly. I don't understand why people don't trim the fur over their eyes. I imagine the poor dogs would like to be able to see out of both eyes. Yes, it drives me nuts. I would always be wanting to push their hair over so they could see 100%. And yeah, and I mean the funny thing is my other dog Charlie, we notice a change in his behavior at about the 5-week mark after he's been groomed, when the hair starts growing in more here. He gets very grumpy and very demanding and not happy. We recently went through that week with him. He went to the groomers last week. I was very happy he did so. And he hates it. Just even feeling any of it, it just makes him upset. And I don't know why that would be a thing they would want. I know there's some breeds that it's more natural for their hair to grow like that, but this ain't it. This ain't it. What do you think, Lacey? What do you think, baby? Yeah, she's like, no. No. Not here for it. Absolutely not. My sister's dog is not pleased with his new haircut. What? The Lion, the Witch, and the audacity of this groomer. What even am I looking at? He looks like an extra for the Gremlins movie. Was he in it? I think he might have been. He looks like he's about to yell about some snakes on a plane. I'm gonna pee in your shoes later. Looks like a gremlin that got all wet and fed after midnight. Yeah. I mean, why? Are we back? Please tell me we're back. Oh, please tell me. Are we back? Please tell me we're back. You guys can hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go to the next one. When my dog comes home from the groomers, Tommy is a free L. Tommy is a happy. I have the feeling that this was a situation where it had to get cut down that short. He looks very sad. Very sad. Poor baby. And that's it. There's all the puppies. That was wild. That was wild. Sorry, I'm still digesting all of that in my brain. That was a lot. Find good groomers. And once you find a good groomer, stay with them. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, we've been streaming now for just about an hour, and I know there's probably about 10 minutes of that I've been popping in and out of, so I apologize for that for everybody. But thank you all so much for being here. Again, I'm going to remind you guys to hit that like button if you haven't already. I appreciate it, and please consider subscribing if you have not. The next thing we're going to do, and I'm going to put Lacey down, but this is about her, but I need to use my arms. So, gotta put her down. Okay. So this is Lacey, for those of you that don't know. And Lacey is my service animal. And Lacey has been trained in behaviors to assist me with my CPTSD. And because of that, she's my shadow. She's with me all the time, everywhere. We travel together. We do most things together. And I would like her to be closer to me in this setting. So if you could see this whole room, what you would see is this is my desk. And then on the other side of the room, there is a couch, and that is where she hangs out, and she watches me. And if she thinks she needs to come over and see me, she'll get down and come over. But it's easier for her to alert me of things if she's closer to me. And sometimes she wants to be close enough to me that she can, like, I think she's checking my pulse, in all honesty. Like, she's just checking for things. And I just want her to be able to have that ability. So a number of weeks ago, I started asking everyone if they would consider, if they wanted to send a tip, to send it to my PayPal, and that would, I'd save the money and get to that point. We are at that point. We have what we need. The extra that is going to be left behind, because you guys have been incredibly generous with your tips that way, I'm going to be putting it towards getting a new camera. Because the camera I have, as you've seen a bit today, it is giving some trouble to me. So I will be saving for that. But we have what we need to get Lacey her chair. So I have picked out all the stuff, but the stuff comes in different colors, different color combinations. And I want to keep some of it. I don't want to show you guys everything, so I'm not going to show you guys the specific items. But what I want to do is ask you guys to help me pick out colors. And so we can all kind of design this a little bit together. So what this is going to entail is there is a chair that she will be sitting in. There is a bed that I will be putting in said chair for her to sit in to have more support for her. I'm also going to be getting a fuzzy blanket for her because she loves sleeping on very fuzzy things. Big fan of fuzzy. And then there's also the stairs so that she can get up and down on her own. So there's 4 pieces to this to make it work. So the first one is I want to talk about the blanket. So the blanket, I would like to keep a lot of these colors. I want to try to keep it within the color scheme of the channel. So that's a lot of purple, blues, teals, some pinks, that type of thing. Even like the kind of the pastel-y green that's behind me. So for the blanket, I'm going to make a poll, and I would like you guys to vote on the blanket color. And whatever wins that will be what I buy. So there we go. Here is the first poll. And I will give that a few minutes to go. Do you just also want to say thank you so much, General Scott? Just sent me another PayPal. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. Again, getting added to everything. I really, really appreciate it. Very kind of you. I also got your email, and I'm going to take a look at it. I've just been, the last week, I've been doing a lot of medical stuff, a lot of treatment, and sometimes when I do that, I'm not 100%, I'm not 100% in it, so I don't really like to respond. Linda can vouch for this. You know, we just want to, it looks like purple is leading. Purple is leading. We've got 125 people, 26 people watching right now, so I want to get at least half. I want to get quorum, I think it's called, right? Yeah, we want to hit quorum. Thank you, Scott. And I love you too, Linda. It looks like purple's winning, though.
Yeah, even without
Mm?
hit 60, it's still not going to be enough for another color to overtake.
Okay. So my producer sister is informing me that even at this point, with the other options, it's very clearly going to be purple one way or another. So we're going to end the poll. The blanket shall be purple. All right. It is settled. The blanket shall be purple. The next thing is a bed. And I am just going to pull this up for a second. I'm gonna see if I can pull this one up. What is it? I'm gonna see if I can share the screen with you guys so you can see it and you can know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so this is the dog bed that I'm looking at. It is a pet bed. And Lacey is pretty tiny. So I like to stay in the smaller sizes of beds here. And that means I have these options. So I have a blue, a burgundy, a dark gray, a gradient gray. There is a green, but it does not come in her size. There's also a pink, but it doesn't come in her size. There's a purple, there's a rose pink, there's a light blue, there's a gray, and there's a yellow. So I'm curious as to what you guys think and where you would sit on that. So I'm going to watch the chat. Linda's like, the blue! The blue! We're getting, yeah, there's another light blue. We're getting a lot of blue. But we have the royal blue, and then we have this blue. Okay, so I'm going to start a poll, because I think I see where we're leaning here. Bed. I'm going to say light blue, royal blue, and I saw a few of you say gray and pink as well, so I'm throwing that in. That makes sense. So Kyle just asked, is the blanket going on the bed or the chair? Wherever she wants it. The chair that I've picked out, it's high around the outside, so she feels like she can lean if she wants to and things like that. But sometimes what I do end up doing is I fold the blanket down in the bed, she nests in it, or she will bunch it up on one side and use it as a headrest on top of that. So it'll depend on what she wants to do. The light blue is leading. Light blue is leading. Please put in your vote. Again, I want to hit quorum. This is a democracy. The blue is pretty strong. You guys are liking the blue. That's what's on screen right now. And just for any of you guys that haven't voted, there is the pink. There is the royal blue. And there is the gray. So far, blue is leading. Okay. We've got 56 votes. Producer sister, statistically, where are we sitting?
Yeah.
It's light blue?
Yeah.
It's light blue? Just doing some calculations. I think, are you doing calculations or what are you checking?
No, I'm just writing it down.
Oh, okay. All right, it's light blue. It's light blue. Light blue wins. That's awesome. Okay.
You have 32 votes.
There we go. Light blue. All right. Now the next thing is the stairs, which are not going to be visible. And that the stairs I've picked, there's a light gray or a beige, and I think I'm just going to go with the light gray because I'm sure the beige is going to show everything and dirty paws and all that, and that's not happening.
Nothing in here is beige.
Now, I will say, guys, this is important to me, and I love you guys all very much, and I appreciate everything that is being sent my way. But I have had incredible amounts of support from General Scott for this. And General, I feel like it is only right for me to give you the honor of choosing the color of the chair. Just you. So I have a green option for the chair. It's like a tealy green, and I have a gray. So General, it's okay if you had to step away for now because I don't see you in the chat, but I know you listen along. If you want to message me or leave a comment on this video, please don't feel like you have to send me anything more. But I want to pick what you want. So it's going to be gray or it's going to be the tealy green. There aren't as many color options in the chair. There's like a wine red, but that's not gonna work with all of this. Producer sister just went, oh. All right, so I'll give that a moment. So, yeah. So I'm just saying to General Scott, let me know. He's probably like at work right now, like running or something. Yeah, producer sister's like, red would not match anything in this room. 100% accurate. Okay, General Scott, here we go. Well, that's sweet of you. What do you want? What goes better in the room? If you don't have a preference, I'd like the community to vote. Scott! I am fine with either the green or the gray. Both of those are fine. There was the red option, and I was like, no, I'm not even going to present that as an option because it's like, it goes with nothing. It goes with absolutely, I have nothing red behind me. Nothing. Nothing is red. Except the professor's bow tie. That's it. Like, honestly, like, I don't even... Ariel's hair. That doll. Gwen's hat. Okay, how green is the green? It's like a tealy green. It's kind of similar actually to the color of the walls behind me. You know what? Let me pull it up. Let me show you guys the chair. Let me show you the chair. I was nervous about showing anything on screen because I was afraid that my Amazon account would be logged in and I don't want anybody seeing like my postal code and stuff. Like, sorry. But if I can get this up. Okay. Let me take this down. So here is the chair. So that is the green. And that's what I mean. It's like a tealy green. It's a tealy green. And then that's the gray. So, and this is what I mean. I feel like there's gonna be a divide. But General, if you really want the whole community involved, I will honor your request. I really do appreciate it. And he's also sent me some messages behind the scenes regarding it, and I really do appreciate it and your support for me on that. It's been wonderful. So, okay, I'm going to put in teal, green / and gray. There we go. And I'll switch back to the teal again so you guys can see it. So here we go. This one's going to be harder. So I really need you guys to check out the poll and vote. I need you to vote, okay? General Scott, which one do I think the dog version will last on? It won't show at all because Lacey does not shed. She is a poodle Shih Tzu mix. It's not a doggy chair. It is a chair that I'm going to be able to put a bed in that has the high walls around it so that she can lean back, she can do the things she wants, and it has enough of an area that it's big enough that I can put stairs in front of that she can come up and down. It's a game of trying to find the right thing, and also something that, you know, is going to last, that I can depend on structurally for her as she goes up and down. So that's kind of the idea. Chairs are expensive. I did look like at IKEA and stuff like that, and this is like, I'm not kidding, this is one of the better deals I could find. And I don't know if it's just because it's Canada right now and everything's ridiculously expensive, but my gosh, it's getting bad. We're 50-50. We are 50-50. Oh my gosh. Okay. This is like, I'm so like, I did not think it was gonna be this tight. I really didn't. Guys, your vote matters. Your vote matters. We've got 131 of you in here. We've got 65 votes. Can we get to 75 votes, guys? Can we do that? And then we'll go from there. So we've got the purple blanket, the light blue bed, and then this chair. We've got 70 votes. We're going to 75, right? I said? Or did I say 70?
J-Lo definitely said the blue vet and the purple blanket that it should be on the neutral gray.
Okay. The green is definitely starting to lead. We are seeing that. I am going to leave this poll open for 2 more minutes, and then we will go from there and make the decision. But thank you so much, guys, for your support on that. It's going to take me probably at least a week or so to get everything shipped here. I think the chair is actually probably going to take the longest, so we will see. But we'll see. We will see. We got 72 votes. I think it's producer sister. Can we call it? Producer sister specializes in statistics. So.
There's your 75.
75. Okay, and that's it. Stopping it. And teal green wins. There we go. So I will put that order in today, get these things started, and hopefully I will be able to have that all together for you guys soon. It's not going to be done probably by the next stream because stuff has to come in the mail, and then I got to build stuff. The chair. Hopefully it's not a big deal. What? Hey! Producer Sisha's like, I'm going to have to build it. No, I built my nightstand. I have another nightstand I still have to build. I've never, since I've been married, I've never had a nightstand. And I finally, I found a ridiculously good deal on 2 of them, and I got them. And I built the first one, and I'm like, I'm so tired. And I keep looking at the other one being like, no. Alrighty. We're all done. It's all done then. This is exciting. This is exciting. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your support, all of your love. And again, anything that has come in that is going to go over the total of the chair and everything when it's all said and done, I will be putting towards the new camera. So it will still continue to go back into the channel. And just for transparency, so you guys know where things are going. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'm sorry for all of the stopping and starting throughout this stream and the issues, but the roof gremlins were attacking, and I do apologize on that one. I guess I will leave this open for a few minutes. We can chill for a couple minutes, and then I need to go because I need to get my job done, and or start working on that at least. So I can't stay all day, unfortunately. So thank you everybody for being here. I echo Linda. Does anyone have any questions or anything you want to ask or whatever? You can tag me and I will do my best to answer. I'll just double check here. Sorry, I'm just checking a few things quickly. And the craziest things about streaming is there's so much that goes on in the background at the same time, and it's like you have to have your hands in all of these different areas. Although I do have a very happy news for you guys. We're still monetized. We are still monetized. We have not lost. I do agree. So much cheaper to get used furniture, and it is when you can get it. It is when you can get it. I did look. I did. A lot of the things that I was looking for, there were definitely questions about stability, as well as cleanliness. And I'm not putting my baby girl on something that is gross. so sorry. Alrighty. Just checking the chat. Because I've had to build half the furniture in my house. I mean, isn't that the thing though? I will say, just after Matt and I got married, we bought a bed from IKEA. We put that thing together. It came with this headboard. And the headboard was supposed to be bolted to the wall. And we checked with our landlords and they were like, yeah, absolutely, you can do whatever you want. And I was like, okay, perfect, thank you. We went and got the headboard. It was a false wall. So we couldn't put it in the wall. I don't know how to tell you how infuriating it is to spend like 7 hours putting together a bed and a headboard to find out that you now have to, you can't use the headboard. The whole thing you thought you had. And I mean, I'm sure any of you guys that have, you know, apartment living, you need as much storage as you can get. And this headboard had storage and I was very upset about it. So we called IKEA and we were like, we just found out we can't use it. What do we do? And they said, you have to take it apart and bring it back. So we then had to take it apart. Get in your car, drive to IKEA, bring it in, go to the returns counter. First thing the guy says is, you didn't have to take it apart. We could have just taken it. Because we're going to have to assemble it to sell it anyway. The way. The rage I held back. Talk to multiple people at IKEA. Trust me on that one. Just don't. Talk to a manager. Ask for the manager. Okay. I think we are up to date. I will ask you, Linda. Thank you for telling me that. Are there any other questions before we wrap up the stream? Anything else? You want? IKEA doesn't have any employees. Those are just lost customers. Thank you, Shauna, for all your support today. Thank you for everybody that showed support today. Super kind of you. Please remember to check out my friends in the description. All the links from what we talked about today are in the description. If you are able to, please consider helping out in Hawaii however you can for these people. It's just horrible. And I think it's important that we listen to the people that live there and what they say we need to do, what they say they need. We need to listen. And my heart just goes out to each of them. And I think we're done. I think we are done. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hello to anybody on the replay crew. I'm gonna do my best in YouTube Studio to try to take out where the stream went dead. So hopefully there won't be just these blocks of nothing. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for being here. Much love. I will see you all very soon. Bye, everybody. Bye. Much love.